Canadians capitalize on a late power play, beat the Flyers 3-1 in a very highly entertaining game. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Lynn, and welcome back to the Orange and Black Attack as the Flyers fall to the Canadians 3-1 in a very highly anticipated good game between both teams. Both teams had chances in this game. It was a wonderful hockey game as the Flyers fall to the Montreal Canadiens 3-1. Let's get into this game. No scoring in the first period as coming into this game, the Flyers were outscored 6-1 in the first period. So getting out with a tie is pretty good as there is no score in the first period. I had made the mistake last podcast that I said the Montreal Canadiens were coming to town. Actually, it was the Flyers going to Montreal. That was my bad. I want to make a correction on that. Scoring opens up in the second period as the Montreal Canadiens do get a power play, and as evident as always, as puck gets back to Shea Weber and he blasts one past Steve Mason. It actually deflected off of a Flyer stick in front before it got there, but it does get past Steve Mason, and the Montreal Canadiens take a 1-0 lead. Later on in the period, the Flyers would strike on their power play as Claude Giroux throws the puck from the point, and Jake Voracek is able to tip it past Carey Price, and I believe it was on the power play. If not, I apologize. But it looked like it was Travis Konecny's very first goal in the NHL, but it was not. It was Jake Voracek as the Flyers tie it at 1. That would end the scoring in the second period. We go into the third period, and the Flyers in the first half of the third period, first 10 minutes of this game, third period, they had their chances. And it's one of those things where it's either going to fall, it's either the puck's going to go in for you, or a bad break's going to happen, and it's going to wind up biting you in the butt. And it did wind up biting the Flyers in the butt as they get a penalty. And then Montreal would capitalize on their power play as Weber slides it over to Radulov. Radulov would throw it to the net, and Brendan Gallagher would tip it in past Steve Mason to take a 2-1 lead. The Flyers would have chances after chances. Later in the period, Gostisbehere got a shot from the slot, and Carey Price made an unbelievable save. As why he's one of the best, if not the best, goaltender in the game right now. I don't know how he got over it. My dad and I were watching the game, and he said, "I don't know how that guy got that puck." I'm not going to use the language that my father used because I don't know if little kids are watching this. I'm going to try to quell my language. But he says, I don't know how that guy got that puck. But he used some very choice words for that one. Flyers would pull the goaltender, and then Radulov would tap off the scoring with an empty net goal as the Flyers fall 3-1. Hard fought loss. I mean, it's one of those games you can't be too mad at the Flyers for losing this game. They tried they played well. They played really well. They played the last two games. They played really, really good hockey. So, they looked good. Brandon Manning looked outstanding today. Ivan Provorov looked a lot better. Travis Konecny, it's coming, kid. You're getting close getting close to getting your first goal. This kid's got a lot of guts. He's got a lot of step on him. He's got the speed, and I love how he's with Jake Voracek. Jake Voracek looked like he's finally found his game after getting that contract last year and not really showing up. But he's fine. I think he's finally found his game. But Claude Giroux just gotta get his act together as the Flyers would fall again 3-1 to the Montreal Canadiens. So turn around tomorrow, back to back, as this time the Buffalo Sabres do come to town as the Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres. And that game is on Comcast Sportsnet. It is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock for those who live on the West Coast, as the Buffalo Sabres come to town to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. And as I always end my episodes, good night and good hockey.